Thank you for joining in my second segment. Now I shall discuss about what is the value proposition of takaful and what's the current state of affairs of the takaful industry and some of the challenges faced by the takaful industry. Let's begin with the value proposition of takaful. Of course, value is very subjective and they differ from individual to individual. For intangible service like takaful, considerations of value is very subjective. It depends on not only the customer's satisfaction or experiences, but here also the perception and also their belief. For Muslim customers, and even maybe for non-Muslim, spiritual benefits can be important, if not more important, than financial gains in their purchasing decisions. Halalism, which are permissible goods and services, is very much in the mind of all Muslim customers. It is very essential that product and services must fulfill the Muslim needs of the transient, which is basically world, and the transcendence, which is for the hereafter. Besides the part on the spirituality, takaful also has another important value proposition. As you are aware, Sharia do not allow investments in non-Sharia compliant investment mediums. Takaful, besides providing protection, also provide savings or investment to the participants. In takaful, all investments, all money collected by the takaful operator, which are paid by the participants as tabarruk, is now pulled in and invested in Sharia compliant instruments, equities or sukuk. I think there are many documented evidence which clearly states that Sharia compliant investments are doing much better than conventional investment instruments. How is the takaful industry doing? Let me give you some figures. Based on the IFSB report, the global takaful contribution is now standing at 23.2 billion US dollars. At the end of 2014, it was only 22.1 billion. That is about 5% increase. But I think you will agree with me that takaful has made so much stride, because in 2006, takaful contributions globally was only 5 billion US dollars. So in a matter of 10 years, takaful has quadrupled in terms of its total contribution. The potential for takaful, I believe, is huge. The world population of 1.5 billion Muslims represent like 25% of the total market, and I don't think any insurer or takaful operator can ignore this. Most of the Muslim population is still very young, under 25 years of age. The underinsured status of most Muslims also plays a very significant enticement to potential takaful operators. In Malaysia, for instance, where we have a population of 30 million, of which 60% are Muslim, insurance penetration fares at about 41%, but takaful penetration is still at 14%. There's a lot of growth that a takaful operator can tap on. Of course, when we talk about takaful industry, they are centered mainly in the Middle East and also in Southeast Asia, countries like Malaysia, Indonesia. One of the countries, one of the continents or areas which I think there's also greater potential is basically Africa, where there's a large Muslim population, and it now only contributes 0.5% of the world global takaful contribution. As a new kid in the block, because takaful is only been like a little bit more than 30 years old compared to insurance which may be more than a century old, naturally there will be challenges for the industry. There are many challenges, but I'll discuss the main one. Firstly, of course, it's about regulations. Regulations will always shape an industry. There's a lot of new regulation coming into place with emphasis on risk-based capital, solvency approaches, competitions, and even data protection. The other area which takaful face challenges is getting good talent, good expertise, particularly in the area of investments, actuarial, underwriting, marketing, and even in the application of Sharia. Awareness is generally still low. As I mentioned earlier, there's still some confusion because many people feel it is still the same because the outcome of an insurance contract and the takaful contract is the same. But again, I must stress the means and process of takaful is far different, in fact superior than insurance. Another area of a challenge, especially in countries where still the industry is fairly new or Islamic finance is still fairly new, is the availability of good yielding Sharia investments. As the takaful company grow, having accumulated more contribution for participants, now they have a problem of where to invest their money. The last thing I like to about takaful is what should takaful operators do? We know that the potential are huge. Income of Muslims are also growing. Muslims groups affluences are growing, and how do you want to tap? So my advice to the takaful operator is first, you must not treat takaful just another name change to insurance. They are very different. You must be able to create value for your participants. It is very well documented and many research have been done that companies with a defined corporate commitment to ethical practices do better financially, and in fact spirituality can be a competitive business advantage. However, success doesn't come easy. Takaful operators need to have perfect ethical behavior, especially where the intermediaries are concerned. Takaful operators also got to spend a lot of time, a lot of efforts, invest in marketing campaigns which tell the difference between takaful and insurance. My parting words is this: to one who has faith, no explanation is necessary. To one without faith, no explanation is possible. God bless, and may takaful you have success in your industry. Thank you.